I agree with LeBron James' move. I agree that he should have went to Philly. Philly gives him the best chance to get to the Eastern Conference.
Former #1 overall pick Kwame Brown recently went live on his channel to weigh in on one of the most talked about NBA stories in recent memory. LeBron James has reportedly shocked the basketball world by signing a 2-year, $8 million contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. Kwame quickly broke down why joining forces with Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid could dramatically reshape the final stage of LeBron's legendary career. He also believes this decision could have major consequences for the ongoing GOAT debate and influence how fans compare LeBron with the greatest players in NBA history. But what do you think? Does this move make Michael Jordan's case for the GOAT title even stronger? Or could LeBron silence his doubters by leading Philadelphia to another championship and capturing his 5th NBA ring? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
I have 2 young lions that you know that's trained to go. Now you're that third piece. You also have Joel Embiid, somebody that now don't have to play until he's super healthy. If I'm Philadelphia, I'm saying Joel Embiid, only play when you feel pristine.
Kwame Brown went live on his Kwame Brown Bust Life stream with his crew bringing plenty of energy, proudly shouting, "We the Brown Boys." The atmosphere was instantly electric. Whenever Kwame discusses major NBA developments, a large number of basketball fans tune in because he gives his opinions in a raw and unfiltered way. His approach feels less like a scripted television debate and more like an honest conversation with fans. Early in the live stream, Kwame explained that he actually understood LeBron's decision to choose Philadelphia, while sports media spent weeks speculating about a possible return to Cleveland, another stint in Miami, or even a surprising move to Minnesota. Kwame saw the situation much differently. To him, the answer was relatively straightforward. Philadelphia could give LeBron one of the clearest opportunities to compete for another championship without requiring him to shoulder the entire franchise at 41 years old.
Makes sense that LeBron did this, but it don't make sense that he left the Lakers and complained about the same thing that he's about to do for the 76ers. Because he's about to be the second, or he's about to be the third option most nights. Sometimes the 4th option.
Kwame explained that Philadelphia isn't simply another stop on LeBron's career journey. In his eyes, the 76ers are already constructed to compete immediately. The roster includes several talented players who are still in their athletic prime and capable of taking on significant responsibility. One of the biggest pieces is Jaylen Brown, who reportedly joined the team following the blockbuster trade involving Paul George. Kwame described Brown as a proven championship-level player who can score from virtually anywhere, defend at an elite level, and take control of a game whenever his team needs a closer. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, one of the NBA's quickest and most explosive young guards. Maxey can create his own shot, attack the defense, and set up his teammates while constantly putting pressure on opposing defenses. Maxey averaged roughly 25 points per game last season while playing with relentless energy, elite speed, and reliable shooting from beyond the arc. Kwame's point was that with Jaylen Brown and Tyrese Maxey already leading the offensive attack, Philadelphia has 2 legitimate scoring options capable of carrying the team on any given night, and that could completely change LeBron's responsibilities. Rather than being forced to score 30 points every night, LeBron could take on a much more controlled role. He could choose his moments, dictate the tempo, create opportunities for his teammates, and allow the younger stars to take over when they're playing at their best. According to Kwame, that would be far more sustainable than expecting LeBron to single-handedly save the team every night. Kwame then moved to what he considered another crucial part of Philadelphia's strategy, managing Joel Embiid. He introduced what he called his race car theory, and the idea was pretty straightforward. Over the last several seasons, Embiid has produced extraordinary regular season numbers, including seasons where he averaged more than 30 points per game. But when the playoffs arrived, injuries and accumulated wear and tear repeatedly became major concerns. Kwame believes Philadelphia needs to avoid making the same mistake again. If he were making the decisions, He said he would encourage Embiid to play only when he's genuinely healthy and ready to compete at his highest level. Forget chasing regular season awards. Forget trying to play every single game. The priority should be making sure Embiid is operating at full strength when the postseason begins. Kwame compared Embiid to a high-performance race car. You don't push an expensive race car at maximum speed every single day. You protect it, maintain it, and make sure it's ready when the most important race arrives. In Kwame's view, Philadelphia should be focused on having Embiid at his absolute best in April, May, and June, because that's when the real championship race is decided.
And he signed a 2-year deal, so that should tell you something. I think LeBron going to Philly after this. Cleveland after this. I think LeBron going to Cleveland. After this deal is over, I think LeBron will finish his career in Cleveland. If they win the championship, I think he will stay there for one more year.
Kwame also highlighted something he found particularly interesting about LeBron's reported decision. He pointed out that during LeBron's final seasons with the Lakers, there was constant discussion about his workload, coaching decisions, and how his responsibilities needed to evolve as the roster around him changed. Now, according to Kwame, LeBron could be stepping into a completely different situation in Philadelphia, one where he's more willing to accept a reduced defensive role. On certain nights, Jaylen Brown and Tyrese Maxey could be the primary scoring options. And if Joel Embiid is healthy and playing at an elite level after the All-Star break, LeBron may not need to dominate the offense at all. Instead, he could focus on facilitating, providing leadership, controlling the game when necessary, and doing whatever is required to put the team in position to win. That's a major shift from the role basketball fans have become accustomed to seeing from LeBron throughout his career. LeBron even joked on social media that he could average just 10 points per game until he reaches 65 years old. Whether that was pure confidence or simply LeBron having some fun with the situation, the comment certainly caught people's attention. One thing is undeniable. This reported move has ignited a massive conversation throughout the basketball world, and fans will be watching closely to see what happens next. Kwame couldn't help but laugh when discussing LeBron's comments. In his view, this move could signal that LeBron has finally embraced the idea that he doesn't need to be the primary engine behind a championship team every single night.
Point, LeBron, you're going to have to stop playing. There's no way you're going to be able to play until 45, 50 and still be a freight train.
Kwame sees this as simply the next chapter of LeBron's career, a stage where experience, decision-making, and efficiency could become just as valuable as putting up huge scoring numbers. The conversation then turned toward the money, because the reported contract numbers tell a story of their own. According to the reports, LeBron went from making roughly $53 million with the Los Angeles Lakers last season to signing a reported 2-year, $8 million deal with Philadelphia. That's approximately $4 million per season, representing a massive decrease from his previous salary. Kwame emphasized just how significant that pay cut would be. And naturally, basketball fans immediately began debating what it could mean. Some analysts viewed the move as LeBron sacrificing money in pursuit of another championship, while others argued that his age has naturally changed the kinds of contracts teams are prepared to offer him. There have also been reports pointing to a decline in his outside shooting compared with earlier stages of his career, adding another layer to the discussion surrounding his current value. Kwame then examined another interesting detail, the reported structure of the contract, and suggested that it could provide clues about LeBron's long-term plans. In Kwame's opinion, LeBron still appears to believe he has multiple seasons left in his career. If Philadelphia manages to win a championship during this contract, Kwame believes LeBron could potentially return for another season and make one more run at a title. But if the experiment doesn't work out, Kwame predicted that LeBron might eventually return to where his NBA journey began, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and finish his career there. Kwame even joked that if LeBron is still running up and down the court at 45 or 50, someone may eventually have to tell him it's time to slow down. He also laughed while suggesting that LeBron could benefit from developing an even more reliable mid-range game as he gets older. Instead of constantly attacking the basket against defenders who are much younger, LeBron could rely more heavily on his shooting and experience to remain effective. Another major topic Kwame discussed was Jaylen Brown and how playing alongside LeBron could completely transform the level of attention surrounding him. After reportedly arriving in Philadelphia through the blockbuster trade involving Boston, Brown would be entering an entirely different environment. Kwame explained that playing beside LeBron means every game, every interview, every quote, and every playoff performance will likely receive significantly more national attention. But Kwame believes that increased spotlight could actually benefit Brown. He pointed out that Brown's community involvement and work away from basketball could receive much more exposure simply because of the enormous attention that follows LeBron wherever he goes. Of course, that attention comes with another side. Kwame warned that increased exposure also means increased pressure. If Philadelphia fails to reach its championship goals, fans and media personalities could spend months debating which player should receive the blame. In his view, everyone on the roster needs to be prepared for that level of scrutiny. Kwame also joked that Brown should continue sharpening his catch-and-shoot ability because playing alongside an elite passer like LeBron can create plenty of open opportunities from the perimeter. When defenses collapse toward LeBron, the players around him have to be ready to capitalize immediately and knock down those open shots. Then Kwame made what may have been his biggest statement of the entire live stream. He told the live chat that, personally, this reported move has changed the way he looks at the long-running GOAT debate between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Kwame argued that LeBron joining an already talented roster makes it more difficult, in his opinion, to place LeBron ahead of Jordan. To explain his position, Kwame referenced different moments throughout NBA history. He pointed out that Michael Jordan remained with the Chicago Bulls through difficult playoff defeats before eventually breaking through and winning championships. He also brought up Kobe Bryant, who finished his career with the Lakers rather than leaving late in his career to join another established contender. For Kwame, those examples play an important role in how he evaluates the greatest players of all time. At the same time, he made it clear that he respects everything LeBron has accomplished, the extraordinary longevity, scoring records, milestones, and more than 2 decades of elite-level basketball. However, Kwame believes this reported decision represents a different approach, with LeBron choosing to join a roster that already contains multiple established stars instead of carrying the majority of the burden himself. Kwame then looked at Philadelphia's roster on paper, and it's easy to understand why so many people could view the team as an immediate championship contender. Even before LeBron's reported arrival, the 76ers already had an impressive collection of talent in the Eastern Conference, with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Jaylen Brown leading the group. Philadelphia would already have major weapons on both ends of the floor. Adding LeBron would give them another elite playmaker, another experienced leader, and another superstar capable of taking control during crucial stretches of a game. Kwame highlighted the production of Philadelphia's core. When healthy, Embiid has consistently produced dominant scoring numbers. Maxey has developed into one of the NBA's most explosive young guards, while Brown continues to make an impact offensively and defensively. Now add LeBron's passing ability, court vision, experience, and basketball IQ to that combination, and it's easy to see why many fans could view Philadelphia as one of the most difficult teams in the league to defeat. Kwame also pointed toward LeBron's recent playoff results as another possible reason behind this reported move. In his opinion, the last several postseasons have demonstrated just how challenging it can be for a single superstar to carry a team deep into the playoffs. Joining a roster filled with established stars could allow LeBron to conserve energy, reduce his workload, remain healthier throughout the season, and potentially give himself a better opportunity to chase another championship before his legendary career finally comes to an end. But according to Kwame, Philadelphia's biggest challenge won't necessarily be talent. It will be getting everyone to fully embrace their roles. Having 4 major stars on the same roster sounds incredible on paper, but it also creates difficult decisions about touches, responsibilities, leadership, and playing time. Every player may want to contribute as much as possible, but if the ultimate goal is winning a championship, every superstar will have to sacrifice something for the greater good of the team.